Welcome back to Sarah TV, and my name is Tosianke Falami. We have been talking about police brutality, killings, torturing, as well as extortion in Nigeria. We're looking at way out and possible solutions to this trend and impunity in our society. And we've had a lot of people to share opinions and possible solutions. But then we'll be talking to another important person of Comrade Ilori Adeola. You're welcome to the... Thank you. Comrade Ilori Adeola is the President Advocacy for Nigerian Police Better Welfare, and he is also the coordinator for Lagos Police Commission and Human Rights Force. Such a long and fantastic portfolio, sir.
Imagine.
You're welcome to the show. Talking about the police force, I'm sure you heard about the reports over the weekend where one Mr. Kolade was shot dead. What is your reaction to this?
Well, it's quite unfortunate, And if I may go back to the memory lane, how we come about Lagos State Police Commissioner and Human Rights Forum. After the transfer of Commissioner of Police, retired now, Owosheni,
okay.
During his tenure in Lagos State, the image was so battered. The image of police, different kind of, I think this incident now is becoming like one occurrence in a very long time. Sorry, it is still an unfortunate incident. But during that period that we are talking about, I personally have this case relating to police brutality and trigger happy. In the case of the Chi company in Ajao, where two young boys almost lost their life. One dead, the other one was shot in the leg as a casual workers in that company. Police was invited, quote and unquote, to quell the internal wrangling, and the next thing you find out that was police shot two of them. One died instantly. A boy that was supposed to resume school the following month, because it was during December period. That was 2017, if I'm not mistaken. So December period, and the people were asking, the workers were asking for the so-called December kind of a gift that they normally give to them. And that was what led to the invitation of the police. And I was like, the police handling the matter in a way to think that the life that was lost means nothing. Matter. And that was how the matter came to my, understanding, and I took it up. But the funny side is that, as at that time in point, the police PPRO, who was Dolapo, was the one that told me in our office, actually in the office of the Commissioner of Police, the outer office of the Commissioner of Police, that was where I met her then. Because I went on the fact finding to know exactly what are they doing. He told me that the police that shot people was poured an acid. That was the reason why. And I was like, okay, I'm a novice. I don't know anything about acid. But I know that once acid touch your body, you become deactivated. How come somebody that was poured acid now have the time to shoot at people? And I said, I want to see the man that was shot, that was poured acid. And that was when we have that shouting man. But the one the Lord told us, the company was able to compensate the family of the late guy and the guy that was shot. But what I'm trying to say is to tell you that when the new Commissioner of Police came, the issue that was on ground that time that brought me and him together were the issues of this same anti-cultism that shot this guy. Why they were in Surulere side there. I don't like police, but one of two people, officers of the police, have changed my mind. Like the RRS commander and the then SARS man, now ACP Sanusi Mohammed, and the present RRS commander, DCP Tunde Disu. I said, these are fine officers that each time I meet them, I always ask them, are you truly a policeman? Because of the way, the professional way they handle matter, the way they will answer to talk, they are not getting tired of your complaint, and they discipline any officer they find culpable right away. not that you have to go back. They will empathize with you, whatever happened. They will discipline. So that was how we formed that police commissioner, Lagos State Police Commissioner and Human Rights Forum, and we tried our best to make sure that we curb some of excesses of the police, to see that at least as many that are reported, we follow it up to the point that they got punished.
All right.
So to me, I believe that it's quite unfortunate that the same anti-cultism that they were separated because of their menace while they were together, they were once anti-cultism and anti-kidnapping, and now they separated them, and I've heard so much report about this anti-cultism, the one in Bagada. I have heard so much about them. I've heard so much about their menace. I've heard so much about their high-handedness. I've heard so much about some of their pranks and shenanigans to the point that they arrest anyhow. If you have tattoos in your hand, then they consider you a cult member. And I was like, how come? How did you arrive at somebody having a tattoo? Some of our mothers, some of our parents in the olden days, what we now call tattoo, they call it a way of giving sign to know that this is our child. This comes from our family. This comes from our... Listen, I don't know of recent incident. The SARS menace and their activities, they all know some activities as a little bit tied down now because they wear uniform. You see, this anti-cultism, they don't wear uniform. In fact, I can tell them that they have taken over the other side of the SARS.
But despite the fact that there are a lot of problems in police and that needs solution, it doesn't still justify the fact that
nothing justifies the killing
loss
of an
life.
Innocent man. Nothing. And that is why each and every one of them that have run foul of such incident, we make sure that they are got punished.
We'll get to that point, but then how do we actually make sure that no more Nigerian gets killed by police? How do we ensure that all this beating, torturing, extortion do not continue? How do we ensure that...
Unfortunately, our law supposed
despite that, all of these problems are still there. How do we still ensure that this has to come to an end?
I will still go by Replica. There is a place in the book of Ecclesiastes. He said, when you see an officer collecting bribes, he said it is because an higher officer is giving them go ahead. And that higher officer also is getting go ahead from the higher officer in the book of Ecclesiastes chapter 9, verse 11, if I'm not wrong. So it means that the head of that place need to be checked. The head need to be checked. I can tell you one thing, and I am not his image maker. Go and have interaction with any RRS boys on the streets. You will see that the way they will deal with you will be different from the way the regular police will deal. I'm not saying they too are not sometimes falling, but I've had cause to go and identify RRS member that, committed error. They are still human beings. You understand? Even angels in the Bible, they commit error. That's why you find out that the angel come down to come and have fun with the children of Anna. And that's how we have giant today. You understand? But I'm trying to let you know that the head, if the head is known not to condone nonsense, not to condone any activity that is inimical to the good of the society, I want you to know that such area will have some levels of sanity.
Okay.
That is the area I want. Every DPO is a replica of the behavior of what his men display outside. I am not talking about if one or two does that, but I'm talking about if it's becoming a recurrent decimal. If there is a station, a new commissioner has been introduced to Ogun State, and we have also the PPRO Ogun State, even in Lagos State Police Commissioner Forum, Human Rights Forum. You know why? Lagos and Ogun, we have boundary. If you go to Ojodu now, you will not know that Ojodu Abiodun is Ogun State, but is within Lagos. Do you understand? Yeah. So that's why we allow him that, okay, for our people that if in Lagos that lives within that vicinity, we'll be able to. one of our colleagues was mentioning certain police stations in Alagbado that they are entrenched and they are known for their bad attitudes and the way they treat people when it relates to human rights. You understand? And when you look at that, they even mention the DPO. That shows you that when you have a DPO that is already compromised, it is obvious that his men outside will have boldness to do anything untoward. We talk about those that are bad, and we talk about those that have distinguished themselves. These are people that have distinguished themselves, and when you look at the people that works under them, you would feel the same thing. Take a visit to RRS place and have a case there. You will see the way their officer will treat you, even from the... You won't see them doing like, hey, my friend, where are you going? Where are you going? Before you know it, they are cocking up. I've seen that in police station. I've seen that in police departments. Hey, my friend, where are you going? Who tells you that you just come in and be going? This shows the kind of instruction that might have been given. If the head has told them, please be courteous when people comes in here, regardless of how harsh you do to a suspect, that does not make him innocent, and that does not make him guilty. When the former commissioner of police was here, any police officer or any police division that I have issues that people reported, and I called the DPO and I introduced myself, they already know that I'm not talking because I am an ordinary citizen. They knew very well that their oga would not want to hear the second side once the matter gets to him. So immediately they will professionally handle it. And wherever that the person needs to be disciplined or be charged to court, we will always tell them, we are not there to cover for criminals. We are there to see that as you are handling the criminal, you still handle him as a human being. And that is where the issue of brutality comes in. If any police officer knew very well that there's a disciplinary issue that is going to face if you by any chance maltreat, brutalize any citizen, and it is concurrent like that, that punishment is concurrent, and there's no favoritism. There is no way of saying he was doing his job to cover it all. Even in the place of doing your job, you must show human factor. Is there any law against dancer in this country? Where is it written that every individual in Nigeria that is going must have an ID card? Or an unemployed graduate is a sin? And I want them that look at this boy. This will not be more than 16, 17. Well dressed. And I said, why are you harassing them? First of all, return the phone. You don't need to harass. The law does not allow you, except the court says, or it relates to a case that you are investigating, to collect somebody's properties in the name of that you arrest the person. He is still a free citizen. Section 36 of Section 1 of the Constitution says a man remains innocent until otherwise proven by the court. And that is why the word of fair hearing comes in. So, to me, the only area I would advise is that anyone that faces such, higher officers above higher officers are there. Don't always think that you can lump together every police. There's tendency in our heart to say, oh, is he not police? Right to the area commander, is he not police? Yes, he is. But at the same time, your letter writing, once it is stamped, collected, it's an evidence that you write to him and he did not do anything. Then you can also follow it up to the other. Because these people also are fathers. They are mothers. Mothers of someone, father of someone, son of someone, daughter of somebody. They still live within us. They still live, we commingle. Apart from those that are living in the barrack, many of them live around us. Many of them are our friends. Let them drop that uniform. Many of them still drink and banter with some of us. So we are still Nigerian. The only way we can do is to report any case of brutality. Like I said, the Lagos State own is available for you if you face such thing.
Okay. Just
send WhatsApp message, relate to us exactly what happened, give us the name of the officer, give us the divisions, if it is a DPO office, it's a divisional office, if it is area office, area command office, even if it is a unit, This anti-cultism, we have been talking about it, and I'm sure the new commissioner of police now may have to do what Edgar did, Imoimi did. I cannot pick his name. On the anti-cultism. Maybe he has to disband them again and wait for the constitution of that place, so that we will not continue to witness this unfortunate incident. How can you imagine somebody that just left in the house? Me, myself, despite the fact by his grace, I have this thing at home. Sometimes there are matches I like watching around among people. Yes. So I will leave my house and say I want to go and watch ball, and the next thing is my dead body that will now come. It is not fair on the family of the dead person. It is also not fair to the image of Nigerian police. Such officers involved must be punished, must made to face the wrath of the law, but at the same time, let me also say this: Nigerians should not be arguing with the police that hold gun in their hand. Endeavor to follow them to the station. Call your lawyer, call your relative, let them know where you are, and I can assure you things will be done. Like I said, if there is anything you observe, we still have the officers that are good among them, and the one that believe that he can continue his nefarious activities with the division that they gave to him, he still have an higher officer we can report to. Let us have it. We will put it on the platform of the police commissioner and human rights this thing, and I'm sure if we have been doing it in the last 2 years and it's been successful, this is not going to be any different. All right, sir. You mentioned the WhatsApp number. Can you please share with the people? Yes, 08062. You mean your direct WhatsApp? Yes. Oh, okay. 080. 080. Okay. 62. 34. 72. 52. Yes, because that is the WhatsApp number that I used to open it before I had all the officers. I had the human rights activists, and the PPRO had those that are of the police formation. And I can tell you that once that is done, it is the message. I didn't say they should call me. Yes, this is Nigerian problem. They start calling and say they want to find out whether the number is. You don't need that. If you check the WhatsApp and it shows to you, that's it. But if you don't have WhatsApp, send a text. Let the text be comprehensive as to what happens to you, your experience. If it is Lagos State, we will pass it there, and the police command will take it up, and they will do the needful, because we will follow it up. We will continue to ask, what have we done this? What have we... Thank you so much, Comrade Ilori Adeola, for coming in. It's been an enlightening segment. All right, quick information. If you are an average youth out there and you are having issues as regards police brutality, torture, and extortion, remember you can call this, you can send a WhatsApp message, to this number, 08062 347252. Please, no calls, just messages, and solutions will be details of the occurrence, name of the officer, division, the DPO, or whatever, the division office, the officer that you deal with, the IPO if it is a case already investigated. Okay, and then you can expect possible solution. Let it be the truth, but nothing be the truth. Because we have to hear the other side, or the other pattern. Okay, you can also go on Twitter and tag this various organizations that will be calling out, so as to ensure that you get justice and then you are not being treated otherwise. Tag at SIAF_NG. You can also tag at SegaLink. Tag at OK Nwaguma. And then you can tag at Noprim, NOPRIN. By the time you tag all of these people, I'm sure you'll be able to get the needed assistance. Thank you for joining us again. Thank you so much. All right, this is where we'll be joining the curtain on today's episode. Remember, we talked about measures to curb police brutality, torturing, as well as extortion in our society. It's been a wonderful session. Please join us some other time. My name is Tosin Akinfolami, and this is Sahara TV.